2 words, Delta Breeze.
What's going on, everyone? Delta Breeze here, bringing you guys a team breakdown for week 1 of the KPL Season 2. The San Antonio Sprites are going to take on Blue, coach of the Jersey Gatrs, in this great week 1 matchup. You can see on the screen his team right here, and you can see some threats and some scary things. I'm going to break it down, what to look for. Then I'm going to go over my team of 6, what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and then we're going to have that battle. Alright, to get things off on Blue's team, he does have that Landorus. The scariest thing about Landorus is his ability. Sheer Force is a monster, especially with Life Orb. It just does incredible damage, and it's a wall breaker. That's what it's known for, is being a wall breaker. It is quad weak to ice, so that's pretty good information to use, and a quad weakness on a wall breaker like this is extremely beneficial for me, and I gotta utilize it. Next, he has his 2 Paradox Pokemon from the past and the future. We have Gouging Fire and Iron Bundle. Both of these can be booster energy to boost any stat. The Dragon and Fire type combination is such an annoying combination, man. It gets rid of a lot of his weaknesses, so you can't use Water for the Fire because Dragon resists, and Ice for the Dragon because Fire resists. It's just really annoying. Gotta hit it with the ground. Looking at his team, he does have a huge ground weakness I want to try to exploit with Bastiodon, Regieleki, Skuntank. So we'll see. I have some plans for that. Iron Bundle is a fast special attacker. That's all you need to know. It gets Pivot Momentum and Flip Turn. It gets Ice Beam, Freeze Dry. It can have Snowscape and kind of set up the snow to make its defenses go up and help out that Regice at the end of it. So Iron Bundle is on the watch list for sure. And so it's just a really cool pick. I like this thing. It's incredibly bulky for it being just a tiny little thing. Its ability Heat Proof means I can't hit it with fire type moves. I have to hit it on the dark or ghost side, or poison or flying or anything else but fire, really. And then I gotta watch out for Machigacha and heal itself up and be annoying. Regieleki is the fastest thing on this team with 200 speed. It is incredibly fast. The one thing that kind of hinders it is its move pull. It doesn't have that great of a move pull. It can set up screens. It can be a Volt Switch annoying, and like Choice Specs Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. It can have Explosion, normal gem Explosion. We gotta watch out for this thing for sure. Enamorus, it's other Genie. He has Landorus and Enamorus. Being the fairy typing, gotta watch out. I don't have a dragon type on my team, so I'm not really worried about that. Just hit it. Steel type, poison type, it's good to go. Electric, ice. It doesn't have contrary, that's his other ability. This one's overcoat, so I don't see him bringing this thing. He might just for that fairy typing, but Enamorus Therian form isn't really its best form. Its other form, Incarnate form, the one with contrary and superpower, that can be annoying, but this isn't that bad. Bastiodon I found in my mock battle to be extremely annoying, especially with it being its Terra Captain. It can be Terra Steel, Terra Fairy, and Terra Fighting. Bastiodon's really known for Iron Defense, Body Press, kind of shenanigans. It gives up Stealth Rocks, and it is bulky. It is extremely bulky, over like 120 on special defense and defense. It's lacking speed tremendously, but it can sit and take hits and just be super annoying. It has Metal Burst, and you watch out for Metal Burst, and it can get Sturdy. It's the ability. So it was a later pick, but I'm not sleeping on Bastiodon at all. I'm actually very scared of that thing, and if I see it, I just gotta kind of take it out as soon as possible. Him on top is gonna be its Intimidator. It can lower my attack. It can kind of switch in on physical attackers, lower it, and maybe it's physically defensive. It can start bulking up and just be annoying. And again, Rapid Spin, it Triple Axle. It has great coverage. Definitely not off my radar. These lower tier Pokemon, like obviously we're prepping, they can only bring 6, so I'm picturing maybe like all the top half except for Enamorus and maybe the Bastiodon, but this bottom half I'm prepared, but you know. Next, he has Skuntank, his Poison and Dark type. He only has 1 weakness to ground, so like I said earlier, ground moves are going to be a huge thing for my team. Its ability Stench can be super frustrating. It can flinch me whenever it makes damage, so I need to be very careful. It's like a built-in King's Rock. Next, he has Indeedee. That's going to be his terrain setter, kind of counteracts my Rillaboom. I have Grassy Terrain. He has Psychic Terrain, so we'll kind of see maybe a battle of terrains if he does bring it or not. But other than that, it's not that great. That's what it's known for, and then it's bulky. It can be supporter, but I don't really see it during VGC, not in singles. So I'm trying to see what he does with it if he does bring it. But I'm prepared for it for sure. Next, he has Regice. Nothing too special about this. Yeah, it gets great coverage, but the only thing I do want to shout out with this thing is I was sleeping on its stats for sure. It gets 200 special defense stats, so a really high special defense. I need to hit it on the physical side, and then 100 special attack, which is pretty nice. It can utilize those moves like Ice Beam and Blizzard and Thunderbolt and Zap Cannon and all those moves that it gets, so that's cool. I like Regice. I was sleeping on Regice, never again. But that's gonna be his team, you guys. What I can see him bringing is definitely the Landorus for sure, the Gouging Fire, Iron Bundle, Sinistra I can see him bringing, and then Regieleki, those top 5. maybe Indeedee for that terrain battle, and then maybe the Bastiodon. The Bastiodon is scary. I'll tell you, this is very scary, especially with its Terra. His other Terra type I forgot to mention with the Indeedee. Let's go back to Indeedee. It's another Terra Captain, Terra Psychic, Terra Fire, Terra Fairy. But again, I don't really see that being used. So now let's go into my team, what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. To start it off, we have my Lancelot here, my Shiny Iron Valiant, wearing the Focus Sash to live a hit on one and just keep going, you know. We have Moonblast, Close Combat, Knockoff, and Ice Punch. We have Max Attack, Max Speed. Moonblast is there specifically for the Hitmontop if he does bring Hitmontop. I'm going to get Intimidated and a Play Rough or anything like that. Won't do that much, but hopefully a Moonblast can catch him off guard. And I have Ice Punch for the Landorus, of course. Knockoff just for utility to knock things off. Hit the Sinistra, super effective. Hit the Indeedee, super effective. And then Close Combat almost for everything else, really. For the Iron Bundle, for the Bastiodon, for the Gouging Fire, really. I think Close Combat can really do some work, especially if I'm Focus Sash. And this ability, Cork Drive and Electric Terrain will help me out a bit. If I do get Electric Terrain up, which is the plan, my speed is my highest, so my speed will get maxed out. But that's the plan with Iron Valiant, and this is probably going to be like the late game sweeper, hopefully save it for the end. And then to pair with my Iron Valiant, we have Sparkles here, my Shiny Thundurus, holding the Terrain Extender. With Prankster ability, it's going to let non-attacking moves go first. So I have Electric Terrain, that's priority, so I can set up Electric Terrain the first thing. And then I have Thunder Wave, so those are going to be 2 priority moves that are going to be super annoying. Speed Control, and then to help out Iron Valiant. I'm going to wait for the Electric Terrain to get max usage of it. It's going to be kind of like a suicide kind of thing, where I know Thundurus is going to die, let me set up the Electric Terrain, and then Lancelot comes in. And then Dark Pulse and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt for like max damage, of course. I went over Thunderbolt. I chose Thunderbolt over Volt Switch because I kind of wanted to stay in. I didn't want to switch around with this thing. And this same thing is going to be kind of saved for later. It is good against the Iron Bundle. It's good against the Indeedee and the Sinistra with the Dark Pulse and stuff. And also, I didn't have anything for Landorus. I know Landorus is an easy switch in. I could have done like Rain Dance, Weather Ball kind of thing, but that takes up too much turns, and I'm just going to take some damage. I'm faster than him if he's not Scarfed Landorus. So hopefully I can just get some like cheeky Dark Pulse flinches if it comes to that. But if I know I'm going down, I'll set up that Electric Terrain for sure. Next we have Kong, my Shiny Rillaboom. Please ignore the Fire Terra. It's not a Terra Captain. That's just for like leisure. It is. I'm not going to Terra it, so don't worry about the Terra Fire. It is wearing the Assault Vest to live moves, especially from the Iron Bundle. This is going to be my Regieleki switch in, so he can take those hits with the Assault Vest for sure. We have Grassy Glide for priority in the Grassy Terrain if Indeedee doesn't mess that up. Wood Hammer for just max damage on the Landorus, and then the Bastiodon for sure. High Horsepower is going to be, again, it's going to be for the Bastiodon, for the Gouging Fire, for the Regieleki. In my mock battle, I accidentally put Earthquake, but Earthquake doesn't, but Earthquake's output gets halved on Grassy Terrain, and I set up my own, so that was kind of counterproductive. So High Horsepower is the way to go. I don't know why I was thinking Earthquake was better. And then Knockoff for utility, just knock off some items. I thought that was a good spread for this thing. But you have Max Attack, and then a little bit of Special Defense investment to live hits even better from maybe the Landorus, a Sludge Wave from Landorus, a Freeze Dry from Iron Bundle, and just anything from the Regieleki, really. Next we have my Shiny Cinccino Kevin here, wearing the heavy duty boots. If he does set up rocks with the Landorus, with the Bastiodon, and even some Toxic Spikes with the Skuntank, I won't get affected by that. Love those heavy duty boots. And then with that, Triple Axle for the Landorus, Rock Blast for almost everything else, the Gouging Fire, the Iron Bundle, the Enamorous, or Triple Axle and Rock Blast go hand in hand. Rock Blast is also there for the Regice. Super Fang just to do half of the HP, just take away half, just real quick if that Bastiodon sitting in there, I can't really touch that thing. And then Tidy Up to get rid of those hazards. And it's also, Tidy Up's really cool. I thought I would just boost up speed, but it's also attack too. So it's kind of like a Dragon Dance, but it also gets rid of hazards. So that's really cool. And then Skill Link is a cool ability. So Triple Axle and Rock Blast, they have a multi-hit moves. So they'll hit guaranteed the 3 for Triple Axle and the 5 for Rock Blast with Skill Link. And then Max Attack, Max Speed. It is a Terra Captain. It's going to be Terra Normal, Terra Ghost, and Terra Grass. I'm going to go back. It does say Normal. I'm going to switch it to Ghost right before the battle. So that'll be the plan there. In case the Bastiodon wants to do like Iron Defense, Body Press shenanigans, I have my Ghost type with me. So it'll be Ghost for the battle in case, but I don't anticipate using my Terra for Cinccino. I do, however, plan on using it for Lapras here, my Shiny Lapras Brosidon, wearing the Assault Vest, the same thing as Rillaboom, just to take those hits better from the Iron Bundle and the Regieleki. Those are really scary. And then the Landorus, of course. And then it's Terra Dragon. It is another Terra Captain, so it's Terra Water, Terra Fairy, Terra Dragon. I'm going with Terra Dragon just to eat up those Electric-type moves from the Regieleki a little bit better. I am still weak to Freeze Dry, unfortunately, but with the Assault Vest, hopefully I can live and Freeze Dry, Iron Bundle back, right? We have Surf, Ice Shard for priority for that Landorus, Freeze Dry, and then Dragon Pulse is going to be there for the Gouging Fire. But yeah, that's the plan. Max HP, it's a couple investment in defense for the Gouging Fire, and then special attack. And then last but not least, we have Entei here, Mount Fuji, wearing the Choice Scarf just to be super super fast and hit really hard doing it. Rocking Sacred Fire, Stomping Tantrum, Stone Edge, and Crunch. Sacred Fire is such a good move. It has 50% chance to burn, and it has a 95% accuracy, so it can miss, but I'm trying to get that 100 base power Sacred Fire off. We have Stone Edge for the Iron Bundle, Stone Edge for the Enamorous. We have Stomping Tantrum for the Regieleki, for the Gouging Fire, for the Bastiodon, for the Skuntank. You can see like ground type moves are super important. And then Crunch for the Indeedee, for the Sinistra. I'm not going to use Sacred Fire obviously because of the heat proof. Very grateful for my mock battle for kind of pointing that out to me. So Crunch is the way to go on that thing if I do see it. And then Indeedee of course. And then Inner Focus so my attack doesn't go down if he does bring him on top and tries to intimidate me, my attack won't go down. So that's the 6, you guys. That's the team I'm bringing. I'm super excited to see this week 1 match. Win or loss, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. But definitely going in with a win, right? You guys are watching this on Friday. The battle's going to go up tomorrow, Saturday morning, so catch that out. I'm going to jump into it right now, and we'll see how it goes. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.